Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for September 1st through the 7th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. What do we get? The overall energy for the reading, the Tower, we got a little bit of commotion. Now, this Tower doesn't have to be, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It can be just moving the energies a little bit. That doesn't necessarily mean, oh my god, what's going to happen now? Let's see, because I don't see any of that in the reading yet, but you know how it goes. In the recent past, the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, there's a strong connection here. You seem to be in there with it. There seems to be a little bit of rejection to it, though. I don't know where that's coming from, but for the most part, from an energetic standpoint, at least you're with it. Okay. In the current situation, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. This looks like something brand new, and you kind of look like you're ready to jump in, whatever it is. It looks good. Okay. In the immediate future, the Moon, the Strength card, the Six of Wands. There's some underlying tones of heaviness here, of challenges, but they're not like full-blown challenges that you need to go through, and it's something subtle but hard, but you're overcoming it. And then you are the one that kind of steps into this energy of acknowledging that and being like, yay, you know, like I made it, I did this. But it's something that not a lot of people even around you would necessarily acknowledge, because it's your own struggles or your own, something that has to do with you, and you're the only one seeing it, and you're the only one that gets to, you know, pat yourself on the back once you're kind of at the other end of whatever this is. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me do the Tower. The Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups. Oh, okay, so that's what the Tower is. Where initially it feels like something is happening that could be a little uh-oh. But then it turns out to be for the better. Like something that's, oh my god, I can't believe how well this turned out, you know? That type of a deal. And it has to do with a potential connection to someone. That seems to be quite, you know, sparkling clear here. There's love here. Okay. Yeah, there's a uh-oh type of a moment somewhere there, but again, it turns into, okay, I'm digging this. For the Nine of Wands in the recent past, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. My god, this feels like a super duper match between you and somebody else. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It kind of leans in that way, but it doesn't have to be that. But it's just well put together, something really well put together, and there's passion and there's fun and there's all sorts of things, but there is a little bit of to it too, and I don't know where that's coming from. Is it yours? Is it your or is it theirs? Who's got this and why is it there? Anyways, let me do the Lovers. For the Lovers in the recent past, you get the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, the King of Swords. You got it. It's yours. But it's not coming necessarily from this connection. If it comes from this connection, it's coming because there was potentially a past life situation with it, not from this lifetime. If not from this situation, it's from a previous situation. You got some luggage there with you. And you're like, well, this is new. This is fun. This has nothing to do with the previous experience. But then again, I should stay guarded. Should you? I don't know. For the Queen of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to keep it really practical here. It's very interesting. When things fly off, energetically speaking, because I feel like this is quite the intense connection, but when things tend to be like feeling really intense, somebody brings it down and grounds it. And it's like they're making a point of that. Interesting, you got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles twice. Oh no, that's the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It's pretty balanced. I kind of like this. But again, anchor it down. Those energies, when they go nuts and crazy, somebody's pulling them down and anchoring them and grounding the energies. This feels really nice. Except for that, but that's luggage that somebody brought in. Baggage from another experience. Okay. Everything looks good there. A little slow for me personally, but you got that Queen of Wands and the King of Wands to keep it a little fiery. Still, a little intentionally grounded. For the Page of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. See? I told you. You're looking for a spark. You're looking for that, ignition to that fire. Because everything's great. Everything is great there. Even if, to me personally, it feels slow because I'm a fire sign and, we like the sparks. But as an energy for the situation, it looks good. Somebody's looking for a little bit of spark, a little bit of let's add some spice to it or something. Not that it's not great, because it is, but like let's try a different color on it, or something. And I think that's you. The problem is you don't know what kind of color to try. It's like, okay, well, I want to bring something new. I want to bring a little spice to the mix, but like what kind, Because I don't want to make it too spicy, but I don't want to, if it's less than what a spark should feel like, then I don't want to bring it at all, because it's pointless. So I feel like you're trying to figure it out here in the sense of, I don't think you think something's missing. I don't think you're thinking that. Just add a little spice in the mix. The problem is you can't figure out what type of spice. Let's do the Ace of Pentacles. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Strength card. You got something quite conflicting here. Showing up for you personally. This has to do with your stability. I don't think we're talking about spices to that. That kind of comes in, it's kind of like a team effort, like what you do, whoever this is in that connection is definitely right here by your side as you do this. But for you personally, there's a little bit of challenge here in something. Because maybe you want to start something off and it seems like you got a little bit of a rough start there. Like planets aren't necessarily aligning in the right way there, or at least that's how it feels. But I don't think you're gonna not do it anyway. It's just a little challenging. For the Fool, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Tower. Huh? Where did this come from? Whoa. I love doing readings for you because you're so... Look, you're a fixed sign, so I can dig that part about you. The problem is you're also an air sign, which problem for me, which kind of makes you fly, from one point, even if you fixate on it, to another, and then you fixate on that. You're not doing it as fast as other air signs, but you're still doing it. So I love that sometimes you just blast these things, and I'm like, where did this come from? The surprise factor. I love that. It's kind of shocking, but I love it. For the Fool, the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Tower. You're just ready to give it all up. Um, like, why? You just had it all a second ago. But it's not because of the challenges here. I don't know where this is coming from. Like, you're coming with an energy just like that. Out of nowhere. After you've built on this very steady, very grounding, very nice. Oh, we'll add a little spice, even though I don't know exactly what it is, but I'll figure it out. And then there's a little bit of challenge here. You know what? Fuck it all. Fuck it all, because that makes sense. Where? Oh, maybe it's this hangman. Huh. Maybe you're just pausing in all of this. Because you have built here something. You're building something. You're working on something. And up until this point, I definitely saw a build-up type of an energy, which is a nice one. And then, there you come. Probably, I think you're just stopping. I think you're just pausing. I think you're just being for now. Not doing, just being. Maybe that's why this energy is showing up in that way. Because I don't think you're just willing to throw the soul out the door, because I don't think it's so problematic. I think you're just stopping in your tracks for a little bit. You're just being with what is instead of doing. For the moon in the immediate future, you get the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you may need some time with yourself. No matter how good this is, because a lot of the times we still need some time. You know, even if we're dealing with the best energies in the world. Sometimes dealing with a freaking lot of energy is a lot. You know, no matter good, bad, doesn't matter. This is you kind of claiming your space and claiming your time for you. So I don't know how you're doing that, but it looks like that's exactly what you're doing. First you slam the brakes. You're like, okay, I did enough. Now it's time to stop for a little bit. And then it's time to give to yourself only. Okay, I can go with this. This is cool. For the Strength card in the immediate future, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant. It's very difficult though, because you're part of this situation here. Which again, at its core and from an energetic perspective at least, everything looks great there. And it's like, but how do I maintain still a sense of independence? Because no matter how good that feels, I don't want to throw myself completely into that. You know, I still want this part of me in which all of a sudden I just disconnect and I do me. So you're trying that here. Showing a sense of difficulty because that's here and that's going great. But then you need your you time. For the Six of Wands in the immediate future, you get the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. Everything's going to work out great. I feel like you're practicing maintaining a sense of independence. Because no matter how good things are, you still want that part of you to be just yours, you know? Which is exactly what you're shooting for here by the looks of it. And you are apparently figuring it out. How to make it work for you and for this dynamic that you're part of. Everything looks great. Everything looks to be aligning in a perfect way here, where you'll manage to take care of you when you need it, and then, you know, be part of that fully also. Good. Good reading. Really good reading. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Empress. Yeah, you don't want to lose touch with yourself, truly. Because we do get caught up in things. You know, when something comes up and it's so freaking amazing, our tendency is to throw ourselves in there 100% and forget about ourselves completely. And what you're trying to do here is balance out these energies of, I don't want to forget about me completely in this. I love it. I'm all with it. But what about me? You know, where am I in this? I don't want to lose touch with me completely by giving myself to a situation here that does feel good, you know. So it's interesting the way you're balancing things out here and the way you keep in touch with yourself. So cool. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.